Well, here we are today. This is my washing machine. So, what you're going to see me do over I don't know how long is to take this washing machine and try and fix it from that god-awful sound you heard. See these three things here? That goes into a shaft, one-piece unit, goes into a bearing behind that one of those two, if not both, failed. These springs here hold the whole tub up. And then on the bottom, hold on the bottom you have these three little shock absorber things. I don't know if you can see the ones. There's one here in the back, one on the left, one on the right. This is the back end of that whole assembly. So, stand up. This tub comes in half. Inside there is a metal tub, of which all that stuff is attached to. So my mission is to get this tub out. Looks pretty easy, don't it? Get that tub out. See what parts I need. If the shaft is gone, bearing is gone, and I'll probably replace those shocks in these springs because they're 17 years old now. The rest of the parts look pretty good. That thing looks a little shady, but there's rust everywhere. Well, that's that. So you guys are going to come along with me as I take my LG, what is this, an LG steam washer. We're going to take it apart and we're going to see if we can fix it. About $200 in parts. I'll show you that in a second. If I replace everything, I'll probably replace everything. Yeah, this whole tub piece comes out. You gotta take off the top piece, the little bottom thing down there. The tub, there's a little spring that comes around here that holds it in. This thing I gotta pull up. This whole top piece I might move out of the way, we'll see. This is actually concrete. There's a concrete block on the top and the bottom for load balancing. And inside here is a little rubber gasket that's been leaking for some time. We didn't know where it was leaking from. But as you can see, got a little dirty in here. And it looks like that grommet that failed. It's like an axle on a car. You'll see it when I take it apart. Looks like that failed pretty energetically. So, not too much other than those pieces. Some electronics here and there, but for the most part, you are going to watch me try and tear this shit up. More to come. Alright, so here's the parts list. That's a little spring thing to get that little... There's a big spring that goes around the rubber gasket to keep in place. This is the main part. Let's see if I can show you. That's the piece that I showed you on the inside of the tub. That's what holds the whole tub in place from spinning. This is the gasket set. This rubber gasket here is the one that goes around the whole tub. And you got the three. Let's show you the prices. Oh yeah, $10 for the pliers. I'm not going to try and hammer that in otherwise. This is the big expensive piece, $142 for that. The bearings and seal kit and everything is $26. The three shock absorbers on the bottom, you might say, why change that? Well, if they're bad, it's going to make the tub lean a little more, and it's going to bounce, and it's going to put weight on those two pieces. So if you got it all apart, why not spend the $26 to replace them? And while you're there, those two springs, as you can see, those two springs are holding the entire friggin' thing up. So why not spend $15 to get the two springs? So my total before tax is $212. And I need some, I'll need some Loctite. I'll need some odds and ends. I might have to buy another rubber mallet. I don't know if I have mine or if I could find mine, but this is what I'll need when I put it back together. For now, it's coming apart. We'll see how bad it is, and if I need to, I'll place the order and you can watch it go back together. Seems pretty easy. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube. Every one is a little bit different. Everyone shows you how to replace this part or that part. They don't mention replacing these. They don't mention replacing those. They're all a little different. Now, I'm of a view, this washing machine was from 2008. So we got 17 years out of this thing. Now, for 17 years, I don't mind replacing these parts. If I go out and buy a new washing machine, the bottom level washing machine I could buy today is $650. If I buy a used one, I'm spending at least $150, and God knows what I'm going to get. So the same way, people rebuild old cars. You don't want to see an old car die. I don't want to see this old washing machine die. It's an LG. It's a very good washing machine. I know who purchased it, and I got it from them directly. So it was a very expensive washing machine in its day. It's got all the features that I want. So I'm going to try and save this if I can. Save this, save me money. It's all labor, and what's nice is all the bolts are 10 millimeter, except for the one big one on the back that's 17 millimeter. And Phillips head screws, and everything is just a bunch of labor. And it's not even that bad compared to what it could be. So I'm going to try it. I'm not going to go replace this, replace that. Now, I could replace the water pump. I could replace the heating element. I don't think I need either one of those. And I could do both of those if they blow later without going through all this labor that I'm going to go through now. So my choice is to almost make it like you buy a rebuild kit for a carburetor. I'm going to look at this as a rebuild kit for an LG washing machine. It makes sense to do everything all at once, and it doesn't make sense to do them one piece at a time or worry about, can I clean up the old shaft that's probably been through that bearing and it's probably all tore up. So can I clean up the old shaft even if this isn't broken? Maybe. Doubtful. I wouldn't try it. And these pieces here on the old one are cast iron. So the odds are this piece cracked at some point, and we're going to find that out, which is what put pressure on here, which has caused the bearing to start going, which makes the whole thing shake, which messes up the shock absorbers on the bottom, and it's a whole cascade of issues. So I'm not going to do one without the other. I mean, friggin' $26 for 3, shock absorbers. I'm not going to take the chance. If I'm going through, that's maybe $40 for the shock absorbers and the springs. If I'm going to do $150 and probably 8 hours worth of labor, I'm going to spend the $40. Same thing, that tool, I might only use it once in my life, but from what I've seen about trying to compress the spring that you need to get that basket on tight, I'm going to blow it at $10. I'm going to be cheap by doing it myself, but I'm also not going to be stupid when it comes to what to spend. So let's take it apart and see if I could spend $212 and get a basically brand new washing machine. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens and wait for the next step. I'm going to start taking it apart today. So I should have the disassembly video within a couple of days. And then I'll order the parts, and then I'll do the reassembly after that. So this should be pretty quick. But this guy and this guy need to come out. That one's going to be rough because you got to tap the old one out, kind of like the wheel bearings on a car. I got to tap the old bearings out, press this one in. I've seen ways on the different videos and websites on how to do that. I think I can do it. I have no idea if this is going to be successful or not. This thing, the bolts that are held in to hold that in are held in with Loctite. So those are going to be a challenge to get out. God knows what's going to happen. So I'm as curious to see what's going to happen as you are. So hang in there and I'll let you know what happens.